Ronaldo's return to Manchester United from Saudi Arabia created a shockwave in the football world, affirming that he was not the problem at Man United. It seems like a crazy scenario, but for former defender Wes Brown, it was a sincere piece of advice for his old teammate. Nearly 2 years have passed since that historic day. The day Ronaldo faced a wave of harsh criticism from Man United fans after leaving Old Trafford. The glorious legacy CR7 had built in the red jersey suddenly crumbled in the eyes of many. However, over time, many have come to realize that Ronaldo's candid and deep insights shared with Piers Morgan reflected a harsh reality at Man United. Critics may say CR7 disrespected his former club, but when it comes to his revelations about the leadership, the state of the facilities, and internal dressing room issues, no one can deny that Ronaldo was speaking the truth. Nevertheless, the timing of his remarks was not ideal. Ronaldo's second spell at Man United ended prematurely, and the way he responded to the Piers Morgan interview while still a United player was indeed hard to accept. Even so, in a YouTube podcast, Ronaldo admitted that he still loves Man United and always wishes the best for his old club. This offers a glimpse of the possibility of CR7 returning to Old Trafford in the future, although that seems unlikely. Wes Brown, however, insists that Ronaldo should come back to fix the mistakes of the past. When discussing the possibility of Ronaldo returning to Man United in some way, no one can say never. When Ronaldo left for the second time, we were all disappointed because he is one of the greatest players in the club's history. It was frustrating how things ended. I believe Ronaldo could return to make amends for that bitter farewell. In his first season back, Ronaldo scored more than 20 goals. His departure seemed harsh, but I would still love to see him return. The scenario of Ronaldo and Man United reuniting for a second time, with CR7 once again playing under Erik ten Hag, seems hard to imagine. The current Manchester United squad has no room for a 39-year-old veteran like Ronaldo, especially in the striker position. All the beautiful memories are now just confined to the old AIG jersey, to CR7 in his 20s, and his electrifying runs down the wing in the Premier League. The reunion 2 years ago only left behind forgettable memories and ultimately ended in noise and controversy. Ronaldo, with his pride that refuses to be seen as the cause of any problems, became the target of criticism after his actions of leaving the pitch early, even while his teammates were still celebrating a victory. Erik ten Hag decided to put an end to this villain, to prevent any risks that might arise from Ronaldo. Ten Hag had full authority, and he chose to handle CR7 in the harshest way possible. Without hesitation, he pushed the Portuguese legend out the door mid-season. And it's worth noting that this was Ten Hag's first season at Old Trafford. The decision to remove Ronaldo marked the conclusion of a series of punishments that Ten Hag aimed at CR7's soaring ego. The peak of this was when Ten Hag sent Ronaldo onto the pitch against Tottenham with only a few minutes left in the game, a decision that seemed to humiliate the iconic player. During the 2021 to 2022 season, Ronaldo was the leader, carrying the entire team. One might ask, where would Manchester United have been without Cristiano Ronaldo's 24 goals? However, Ronaldo's goals were also a sign of Man United's weakness. Erik ten Hag quickly recognized this contradiction, and the interview with Piers Morgan was the last straw. Everything about Ronaldo at Old Trafford would have certainly been more beautiful and perfect if he hadn't chosen to return in 2021. The club let emotions override logic, deciding to bring Ronaldo back as if they were snatching him from Manchester City. The fans, the management, and the players were all thrilled and overjoyed with CR7's return, hoping he would help Manchester United regain the glory of the Sir Alex Ferguson era. But in the end, all that was left were attacks from all sides. Strong will and strict discipline forged an outstanding Ronaldo, but as time caught up with him, he couldn't fight his own decline. Ronaldo couldn't accept the reality that time is an unbeatable enemy, and he tried every way to hold on to his fading glory. Ronaldo's candid answers in the interview with Morgan clearly expressed the feelings of someone who was once number one, but now seems forgotten. In a recent podcast, Rio Ferdinand shared that Ronaldo didn't forget to send a message to Ten Hag. Man United must compete for every title. The coach of Man United isn't allowed to say, "We'll see how it goes." They must say, "We have to achieve it." Rio Ferdinand felt uneasy, because just a few hours after talking to Ronaldo, he had to go to Carrington to interview Ten Hag ahead of the new season. However, Ferdinand's worries quickly faded as the atmosphere at Man United, after Ronaldo's statements, remained quite normal. At 39 years old, Ronaldo is entering the final year of his contract with Al Nassr, preparing to hit 40. The Portuguese legend still has a burning desire to play and continues to give his all for football. Ronaldo's biggest goal is to reach 1,000 goals, but even if he hits that milestone, in the eyes of some, he will still only be second best. A famous Ronaldo fan account on the social network X asked the former Al Nassr president, who is also a Saudi prince, when Ronaldo will be recognized as the greatest player in history. The prince simply responded, "When he has a World Cup, 45 collective titles, and 8 Ballon d'Ors." Ronaldo's path after leaving Manchester United remains filled with challenges. Even though his legs are weary, his journey continues with unpredictable trials ahead.